So I 100% remember what happened last time, but Coulter is going to recap it for us because he likes doing that.
Yeah, of course. Just it's my favorite. It's my favorite way to open up the show for someone else. I believe last time. It's been a couple weeks, but we had woken up at the funeral after the gun incident where we had 4 local people attack us. We had found the church that seems to be a center for an angel fighter, I guess, or like a religious entity, is some sort of like monster thing that Hank has some ties to, or at least against. And then we started to investigate, and the last thing that happened was we found the Truth, who was actually the girl that we had found dead when we were youngsters. And as she drove away, I got out of going to a wedding with her because her car blew up.
Wow, that's the takeaway.
That's the takeaway.
I got out of the wedding.
Hey, man, you got to look on the bright side in these dark times.
All right, so I guess we'll just hop right in. In that scene, we had Ruby. You were chasing after her. Jack, I believe you had left, and I think it was just Ruby chasing her, right? No. Clay was also outside the diner.
Yeah, because I was influencing her.
Yes.
I was nearby somewhere trying to get Coulter to grab the food.
Oh yeah.
You were in the car or whatever. Using Jack's telepathy to make a Denny's order.
It's just willpower. What does it matter? It's not like that's difficult to come across or get or something.
And none of us have any powers to help you get it back anymore.
It's great. Everything is wonderful. We'll be fine.
All right, Ruby, my girl, that's all you. You just saw a car blow up.
I think we all did, right?
The rest of you heard it. Ruby saw it.
So, the person I was pursuing was in the car that blew up. Okay. So I approach the wreckage to see if I can help anyone.
It is still very much so on fire. Do you want to try and dive in, or are you going to?
No. Let's see. Let's call the police, the fire department, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, maybe you shouldn't be there though, because if the dude who yelled at you for running through the Denny's because you were after her, if he sees you, would that not be a good idea?
I don't know.
I mean,
I can leave.
I mean, I'm not there to say it, but there's a woman in a burning car. I think she had the right idea. Are we?
Well,
I know we're not lawful good, but aren't we at least kind of good?
No. I'm not saying that we shouldn't call the police. I'm just saying that if the dude, like when Ruby ran in and was chasing after what's-her-face, and that guy comes out.
Well, the cook is out there with Ruby.
Oh, okay.
So he saw the car blow up.
Oh, okay.
So
Never mind.
Ruby had nothing to do with the car.
I did not realize that.
That's nice.
But at the same time, you guys are semi-wanted in a bunch of different weird things that have happened around town. You guys have avoided police contact up until this point, but...
You can't tie me to it, copper.
All right, so I call the police and tell them, or I call the 911.
So the cook is already on the phone with 911.
Okay, wonderful. So I am going to be circling and trying to assess if there is somewhere I can get in there and help somebody if, like, there's a break in the flames. Like, I don't know how to explain.
Make an academics plus intelligence roll.
Okay. Academics plus intelligence. Two
Also-
excellent features of mine. Yikes. Oh, I got one success. How wonderful.
So, the way this car has gone up, there must have been something inside because it is an inferno in there. Like, this is not like the engine is on fire. Like this was purposeful killing whoever is inside this car. So, chances of her living through this are, I mean, not possible. In your professional opinion, no one is going to live through this.
All right. Well, I run up to Clay then and share that insight with him. I think we should get out of here. What do you think?
I'm perfectly happy with that idea. I didn't particularly want to stay in the first place. Same cars?
All right, let's do it.
I'm just gonna sit in the back of the car, just like.
Chad,
Yeah.
you see a server looking around for Jack holding your to-go order. As they pull away.
This really is a world of darkness. I guess we'll go home, or I'll go home if you guys would like to join.
Yeah.
Am I with you guys, or where was I in this situation? I forgot.
You were with us, I believe.
You were
were
inside the diner.
getting coffee.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But I believe you were one of the 2 or 3 cars, so you should have your own car to leave.
Okay.
At the first red light, I'll just text to confirm where everybody's going.
You all receive a text message from Jack saying, "What's the plan?" Panic.
Jack definitely uses emojis.
I text back home? Question mark.
I send back the home emoji exclamation point.
I do the face palm.
Is there an emoji for a facepalm?
Yeah.
We can send GIFs now. It's very modern, you know.
You know I don't know how gifts work, folks. You know I don't know. Anyway, so if everyone's going to the Blackthorn residence, you arrive.
Mhm.
Is there anyone home?
No, I believe Elias is still in the hospital. Oh no, we lost Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Oh no, we're gonna have to rearrange some people. Oopsies.
Am I Mark now?
Please bear with us as we move things around, folks at home.
His internet is not being. What's the word I'm looking for?
Maybe it isn't made up.
As he vanishes from sight.
I can just see him like just watching, looking, like checking his back computer real quick. He might be watching it on the screen to get the better view, you know.
You said you got kicked? I don't know what it means you got kicked.
Well, fun stuff. You guys get to see some of the background stuff that Coulter has to do to make this stream work.
Yeah, OBS is a pretty magical program. If anybody is looking to try to start a stream, totally recommend it. Oh, look, Mark's back.
Hey, there's a Mark.
Let's put
Hey.
everybody back.
Mark, just connect to your Wi-Fi.
Oh, the one that's not working. Cool.
You said your Xfinity wasn't working. You didn't say anything about your Wi-Fi.
I'm talking about Wi-Fi.
Ah.
In this moment, I think it's a lot more
Yep.
Fi than Y. Fi.
I think Mark's gonna quit.
Okay.
If we keep.
Sorry, Mark. I hope it all goes well, bud. Okay, back to the We were all heading home after the emoji exchange.
All right, so you show up to the Blackthorn residence similarly at the same time. What's the plan now, guys?
As of right now, shed a tear for the leftovers and raid the fridge as they come up with the plan because I don't know what's happening.
There are Denny's leftovers in the fridge.
There are not Denny's leftovers in the fridge anymore.
Apparently, Jack missed those. Apparently, his dad went out and got Denny's against Jack's strict instructions.
I'll bite the bullet for him.
So as soon as we find out about Samantha, they removed her from the picture. I mean, I know she didn't seem to know much, but it seems like she was like a ripple or something left from whatever happened. I'm going to email the Truth account.
Okay.
I don't know what happened, but we would still love more information. The Monticello 5.
So you've sent out that email. Nothing. Email isn't instant, so we'll see if anybody responds. Does anyone else want to bring up any of the topics that have gone up, or what is everybody doing? Ruby, what are you doing?
I guess I should do a perimeter check. So I think I'm going to go check around the perimeter, make sure nobody is watching us. I don't know.
Human form?
I think I'm going to just be in my full, a regular wolf form, the Urshan.
The Urshan form.
Urhan
form.
Yeah.
She's going to go Urhan solo.
So, perception
is wits plus composure,
which is +4 for me in this form, so I think it's 8. I think I already did the math. Wow, I only got 1 success with those 8 dice.
So you don't see anything particularly interesting going on. You see a woman sitting at her front door yelling back at her husband, "Wait, did the Blackthorns get a dog? That doesn't look like a normal dog." Honey, come look at the dog.
I didn't get a stealth check because I don't appreciate that some random bozo neighbors can see me.
You didn't say you were doing it stealthily.
You're right. I didn't.
I was looking at something, so I didn't say anything, but I'm going out with her because I'm doing something.
Okay, so the neighbor goes, "Clay, when did your dad get a dog? What breed is that?"
You know, it's a mutt, I think. I'm not really sure what. I came home one day and it was,
It should be on a leash. It looks dangerous.
It's. I'll go get one next time I'm at the store.
Seems well trained, though.
Hold out my hand for shake.
I shake. Yeah, no, she's really. Yeah.
No, up to the neighbor.
Oh! How did you get over here so fast?
Yeah, she's a little.
All right. Well, you see these flower beds? They're not for puppies.
Okay, so while we're out there, I'm warding the house.
Ooh, what does that look like?
You mean what does it look like while I'm doing it?
Yeah, do you have a ritual you have to do, or spread some salt or something?
So I'm using. Oh crap! I gotta forget which.
Sorry, I didn't know if that was an easier question.
No. I'm trying to remember which tool I dedicated for this.
If he takes off his pants, it gets serious.
That only happens in my own place. Okay, so I put on like a black cloak as we're going outside.
Oh, we're gonna really stick out.
Yeah, a little bit.
What season is this?
And then I also have oh god, I forgot which tool this was. It's an iron rod with spikes on the end, and it has a leather handle.
So Jack, you see your dear brother walk outside in a full-blown black cloak carrying a mace right in front of the head of the neighborhood watch, which might as well be the gossip committee.
With a big black wolf.
What time of year is this?
Also, don't forget.
I'm gonna go ward the house, bro.
What time of year is this? Somebody.
Summer?
Not Halloween.
Like whatever that is.
I will run outside and go, oh, the pageantry is not really necessary. I know that we were talking about doing, a lot of pranks for Chad's funeral, but I think this is a little far for, this time of night. I don't want to scare anybody. I'll make sure to say that loud enough for her to hear.
Oh, hello, Jack. Did you call my niece?
I haven't gotten around to it yet.
She's a lovely girl. She's just ready to settle down.
I'm so sure, but I'm just still I'm still recovering from the last time that I attempted to settle down. But I do appreciate the offer. Don't get me wrong.
Well, you know what they say. One bad man means you should date my niece.
I start laughing hysterically.
Have a good night. And I'll turn around and go back inside as fast as I can, politely.
Do they go back inside or are they staying outside?
The woman goes back inside.
Okay. Or she's like at her window?
Well, the blinds are open now.
All right, well, regardless, I take my mace thing and start drawing symbols like along the house, not actually on the house, but like in the air.
Okay.
Around the house, and that's how I'm wording it. Let me pull my freaking dice out here. I do have a paradox roll on this, just so you know.
Oh yeah, because there is a sleeper who is 100% watching you as well.
Oh shit! So hold on, let me add that in.
I like that the head of the neighborhood watches a sleeper. That's perfect.
Well, a sleeper is just any non-magical person.
Sleepwalker. Sorry, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, sleepwalker is what hunter is.
Got it.
Okay. Oh balls. It's just one paradox dice, but. What's a success?
8, 9, 10.
A success is bad, so you want no success. So if you get the success, you can either let the paradox run free, or you can take a resistant bashing damage.
I'm taking a resistant bashing damage.
All right. So a bruise blossoms along your neck as you absorb the paradox, but your spell goes off otherwise.
Well, let's find out.
And the neighbor's like, what the hell?
He did say he put on a big black cloak first, so I don't think it's immediately noticeable.
Oh, good. Okay.
I mean, to you it might be because like it's gonna be like a big bruise. That's a success.
Okay. And what does the warding do?
Let's find out. I can't remember.
Well, Hank looks that up. Owen, what are you doing, buddy?
Where would I be? Would I be outside with him? Or
it's up to you.
I'd probably be outside watching what he's doing and just watching his back, I guess, to make sure there's no other weird soccer moms with guns.
So now the Blackthorn uncle is also outside with the wolf and the man.
I just did see in the chat. Basically, the spell locks the subject's down, preventing the space from within from being manipulated.
Okay.
So if someone tries to affect the area inside the house, I would know, and it would have to resist my ward.
Okay.
But my potency is only at 1 right now, so.
So it'd have to be itty bitty.
Hey, Coulter, just so you know, Mark's thing on stream turned into his picture again. Oh, no, it's back.
Did it change around again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but didn't
No,
move
no.
around. You
It
just
wasn't
were
the right
your,
spot.
you were that picture of you when you were like 12.
Got it.
Really, all you can see in it is a Dos Equis beer bottle, which raises some weird
man.
questions if you were 12.
Switch the
Is
number.
there
All
is
right.
there a small animal around that I can try capturing, like a lizard or a something?
There's a squirrel, but
Ooh.
it's pretty nervous with Helena right there.
Dog, would you be a deer and capture that
Dog?
squirrel for me? I don't want to call you your name in front of the neighbor. Right? That would be weirder.
Well, also the squirrel is up a tree, so I mean, asking the dog to climb up a tree would also be very strange.
It could be a malinois or whatever the fuck it's called.
Then I'll just be standing there watching him.
Why do you want the squirrel?
I can do something with it.
Suddenly, the squirrel goes rigid and falls from the tree. Chad, while you're in between bites of Denny's, you see John just zapped the squirrel.
Go over the squirrel, see if it's okay.
Are you running outside, Chad?
John.
Nah, not really.
I'll go
inside though.
pick it up.
It's just stunned.
Okay. Awesome. I will hit it over the head and put it in my pocket.
Ruby, you see the blinds shudder. The neighbor, like suddenly, he's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, we're making a really weird tableau in this suburban backyard.
I mean, I'm tempted to make it worse, but I don't know if Dad would like that.
I think you should be more concerned about Jack.
I think we need to go back inside now. I'm done out here. I don't know about you guys.
Jack, as you watch from your horror-filled settee, your older brother just whacked a squirrel on the head and put it in his pocket.
I'm just gonna try to stay calm.
Mark here.
Pop back up. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Maybe.
Oh, I don't know. I have anything to help with this. Can I use? I want to say Mage Hand, but it's not Mage Hand. Can? I guess it's even too late. I was gonna say I could try to like flip off the porch light, but everybody's seen whatever they're gonna see.
Well, it's also daytime outside.
Oh, it is. I thought it was nighttime when we were at the Denny's.
Well, it's like getting to the evening. It's not
Oh.
like
It's just like the one looky-loo, though, right?
Yeah,
So
it's just the neighborhood gossip. That's all.
she's a gossip. No one believes her.
I'm gonna run outside and grab Owen by the arm and like, get inside.
What? Oh, fine.
Tell me
yes,
her name
I'll come
again.
Gladys.
Gladys, I don't even know what to tell you. We've had a very stressful day.
Coulter, she's inside. You can't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought she was still outside watching. My bad. I'll just grab him and drag him back inside. Why are you picking up little field mice and bopping them on the head? What the hell are you doing?
They're pests. I mean, there's no reason for them to be in the tree. Plus, I might need them in the future.
For what?
For what?
I mean, you have your magic thing. You have your brain stuff. I have things I can do.
I mean,
Is
I'm not. Whatever.
this on the list of things we're not allowed to ask about?
Yeah, it's gonna be on that. So just don't even ask about it because we can't talk to him about anything. So, fuck it.
Can you at least warn us before you kill?
I didn't see any harm in it. It was a squirrel.
So is that something you do out in the open in Chicago? You just walk around killing squirrels in middle of the city, on the street?
Have you seen the pigeon population in wherever I'm from?
What did the pigeons ever do to you, Gwen?
I mean, they don't really bring much to society.
It's not about that. So, it's more about, like, you know, getting a lot of attention from doing these kinds of, like, you can't just, like, do it when maybe it's at dark or, like, when there's not a lot of people around. That would be cool.
Well, I don't know if I could wait till dark since, you know, we've been attacked every time it's dark for the last 2 days. So, sorry, I will try not to do it again while people can see me.
I just walk inside.
Yeah, say I'll just go in and plop down on the settee again.
Okay, I need to clarify whether you actually called me dog earlier or not.
I would have, yeah.
But did you? And did you do that, or did you like say, no, I didn't say that because the squirrel was in the tree, or?
No,
he called you dog.
Yeah, I did it, and I explained to you I did it, like in character I explained I did it because I didn't want them to think that I was calling you Ruby. Like, I didn't want them to think that you were Ruby.
Okay.
What about the awkwardness in the past? I look around for any runes in this house because I remember the weird salt shenanigans. I was being eating pancake with my finger, just looking around.
You find a big old thing of that one salt with the little girl on the cover.
Morton.
I'm not looking for the runes, but I'll take this.
Looking out the window, is there anything outside, like any like lights or anything turning on? I don't know how late it's getting now.
I just sent you a text message about what Jack senses.
Yeah. No, I got it. That's why I'm going outside. I'm looking out the window.
You don't see any physical anything.
Okay. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but I have a bad feeling about whatever is about to come, and I think that we might not have much more time before something happens again. Is this something that you all would like to face, or would we like to avoid another of the funeral this morning?
Wait, what?
Is this something that you all would like to face, or would we like to avoid what happened at the funeral this morning?
I think I'm getting tired of them surprising us, so maybe this might be the right time to face it.
I don't know if you saw, but I assume Dad's not home.
How many are there?
I don't know.
Do we know?
I don't know.
As Jack brought all of your attentions to the house across the street, you see Gladys very slowly, very calmly open her front door and just stand in the middle of her front lawn looking straight at your house.
Oh, Lord.
Not Gladys, but somebody else?
Nope, okay. Gladys.
Looking... Oh, God, okay. I personally think that maybe we should go.
I'm doing Mage Sight, and I'm focusing on her.
You don't have prime dots, right?
I have one prime dot.
You do.
Yes.
She has a lot more energy than a normal person should have. But that's really it.
Okay.
I'll spend a willpower and cast Canning as well.
Okay.
It's 2 successes.
To your senses, she seems perfectly human.
Okay.
I know I made it sound like a suggestion, like everybody had a choice, but I'm really asking if we can leave.
Bro, you got to be a little more forceful. If we need to leave, then we need to leave.
Okay, we should leave. We should leave. I think a church service sounds great right now. Perhaps I'm not sure.
A church service? We're not going near that fucking church.
Well, then away from here would be fine.
Why do you want to go to the
Who
church?
wants to drive?
I'll drive. I'll drive.
To the cabin, maybe? Let's just start there. We can try to regroup.
Okay.
Do we need more than one vehicle?
I mean, I have an SUV, so we can all fit.
Okay.
I would say if anyone wants shit from here, we should grab it now.
Yeah, is anyone grabbing anything from the house before you head out to Chad's cabin that has next to nothing?
I'll go see if there's any guns, if I remember where they're at.
Most of my stuff was in my car still already. I never really unpacked.
I feel like we should grab like food and stuff. Where's Elias at this point? Should we bring him as
To the
well?
hospital.
To the hospital.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd say everyone grab food, grab whatever you can grab.
Any weapons at all or nah?
Are there
Elias doesn't believe in guns, so.
Are there any items that would be
Convenient.
like meaningful or like heartfelt to Elias, like something that he like kept as a keepsake?
I mean, there's boxes and boxes of your guys' stuff from when you were kids.
I'll grab a family photo of when our mom was still alive.
Okay.
That's all.
As you guys head out to the SUV, Gladys just stands there and watches you drive off.
Before we leave, I'll say, do we want her not to be able to see where we're going?
Not
Sure.
a bad plan.
Preferably.
Okay. I'll take out the squirrel, bite its head off. Merkler on Gladys.
All right.
So verse wits plus weird.
Could you do just real quick will you roll your wits plus weird just real quick?
Yeah, mine is manipulation plus subterfuge plus weird.
I know, but you're in a clash of wills, so if you could do wits plus weird real quick.
Oh, gotcha.
I love that the stat is called weird.
Can I use a willpower at this point?
You can, yes.
Okay.
If you have not already rolled.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how weird is this in terms of shit that Ruby has seen?
The woman standing in the front yard, or
No, him biting the head off a dead squirrel.
for Owen, that's incredibly weird.
Sure.
For things you've seen, probably not really high on the list.
Okay.
I got an exceptional success.
All right. So now she rolls what? As your
Now she rolls wits plus weird. Oh, sorry. Give me 1 second. I just had it.
she rolls wits plus potency, right?
Merkler, wits plus weird. Yeah, whatever their
Word
potency
is
is.
just potency.
Yeah.
Do we think potency is a gendered thing, or can both men and women be potent?
You also have a potency stat called Primal Urge, so I will say yes.
Okay, I
Not-
meant that in a more general sense, but way to make it about the game.
So she got 7 successes.
Jeez.
I got 5. That's cool. But I only rolled wits plus. So it asked me to roll manipulation plus subterfuge plus weird, and you had me roll wits plus weird. So I have a lot
That was
more.
for the
dice to
clash.
go away.
That was for the Clash of Wills. Now you need to make the second of.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Four. Yeah. Damn it.
So what happens on a failure?
I gained the disoriented condition.
All right. So
Oh no,
you have-
that's dramatic failure. No, it just doesn't happen on a failure.
okay. Are you aware that it didn't happen?
It doesn't specify that.
So
I'll
I'm
leave
going
that
to
up to
say
you.
you feel your effect just kind of like roll off her, as if like you blew like smoke at her and it just went around her.
Okay. I'll toss the body of the squirrel out the window and say, it didn't work. I'm sorry.
You want me to try?
You don't have to kill a squirrel, right?
No, I don't have to kill a squirrel.
Good.
Give me a second to do this math, yo.
As they're all casting,
point
I'm still
out-
finishing the last of the pancake. Just
Huh?
I would just like to point out that I did say that mage was going to be complicated.
Oh, I know. No, and I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying I have a lot of math to do. Give me a second.
So, is there any information I could gain from going into the Hissil? Do you think?
You would need to find a place where you could enter into the Hissil. So you would have to find a locus before you could do that.
Well, I'm just asking, like, do I think that would be something that would help us out, or is that not something that would help us out? I just wonder if I should try to do that in the future.
Well, I mean, there are several spirits of like information, and there's spirits of like wisdom. Like you could try and find a spirit to bargain with.
Okay, we'll hold that on the back burner then, I guess.
If I reach out with like my thoughts, do I feel anything following us that's in my range?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Hey, I do need Mark. Could you roll for cleric damage from your effect, just having no effect whatsoever? So just roll your potency.
Did you use the squirrel to do that just now?
Is this in or out of character?
I guess in character I wouldn't know what you did. So.
Oh. Out of character, yeah, I used the squirrel to not have to spend a glamour.
Oh, okay. Huh.
I got 1 success reel.
Creepy.
Okay. So that means you take 1 mild clarity damage.
Okay.
as we're driving, I'll kind of look back over you. Are you still hungry? There's
Almost there, guys.
left.
Do I usually take that when one of my things don't hit, or is that like specific to the situation?
It was just the severity that it didn't work. It was almost as if it wasn't there, so I ruled that that was clarity.
That makes sense.
And especially since you were doing something in front of your friends and then nothing happened. So
Yeah, so it's like my powers don't exist. That makes sense. Okay. Cool.
I just did it as a mild, even though it probably could have qualified as severe since Jack didn't believe that anything happened. But
Yeah.
I mean, it just didn't look like anything happened. That was all.
Something happened already. That squirrel ain't got a head no.
Okay, I got this. Who's sitting shotgun with me?
Me.
You?
Driving. Are you
I'm driving. Yeah.
and casting magic?
Yep.
Okay, make a drive check.
I was waiting for that. One success.
Okay, so you're able to cast your spell and stay on the road.
Okay. Jack, can you go in the glove compartment and grab my journal that's in there, please?
Okay. I'll do that.
Go flip through it. There's going to be a page with a bunch of blood on it. I need that page.
Is it?
There's like dots of blood with names.
It's a page. I'm sorry. It's a free page.
There's a page in there that has dots of blood with everyone's names. Come on.
Okay, I'll flip through the book and try to find the page.
You find it.
Okay, I put my hand on that page.
One of many pages, honestly.
Yes. But this is always the first one. I put my hand on that and start chanting, and 2 successes.
Okay.
That's that incognito presence one.
Okay. So as far as you know, the magic takes effect. You don't know if necessarily somebody sees through it or not, but
Okay.
as the magic takes hold, you guys pull into the turn away from the neighborhood. You can't tell if Gladys was just staring where you were, but up until you lose sight of her, she stared the entire time.
So I can't tell if it worked or not. Mine doesn't work like yours does, because I also don't need to, murder little innocent animals, but,
Typically, the animal was dead before he chewed his head off. So that doesn't
That's
matter.
true. Yes.
well,
Well,
I don't think any of us can really judge right now, so let's just go where we're going.
so I guess we're just going straight for the cabin then?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Did we get enough food and supplies, Rio, for?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you get to the cabin. You guys unpack everything, go inside, and everything seems pretty quiet.
Well, so much for a ward.
Oh, speaking of wards, I dropped the ward on the old house.
Okay.
And then I drop this one once we get there. I'll drop it
Ruby,
once we're inside.
Ruby, you're still in your wolf form. You want to do another perimeter check, or?
Sure.
You guys turn the driver's kind of like scritching behind the ears because I'm bored. And we've been in the car all day.
Chad, you get a sense of fear from Ruby from your geist. The consumed does not seem super comfortable with the wolf.
Curious.
Do I sense anything?
This one's okay.
No, you don't.
Good one. I don't know. Don't worry. No, like very gently.
You
So
guys are at the cabin. What are you guys doing?
Perimeter check.
All right. Are you trying to do it stealthy this time, or?
No, I guess not.
I'm not going to ward because I did absolutely nothing last time, so.
Well, we had to
Well,
leave before it could do anything.
Enter the house, do anything.
Alright, I guess I'll try it again. Why not?
I'm just
And there's no
gonna
sleepers this time. So.
Fuck yes.
Go a dick and test.
Find a good knife somewhere to like start carving some wood or something. Probably gonna start with like stakes, so I could like stick them in the ground if we want to try and be all fortified and defending ourselves and stuff.
All right, Ruby, what was the result of your roll?
I didn't get any successes.
So you don't see anything, but you also don't see anything. So
Yeah.
I don't really have anything I can do to help defensively.
Gonna go all home alone on this. I don't know what's going on. If we're staying here or not.
I don't know where else to go, really. I mean, we could... I don't know if we really want to bring the Heartsangs into it at this point. That seems a little irresponsible.
Well, don't we have to like it? Well, they're probably the only ones who know more about this kind of stuff than we do at the moment, which ain't saying much with how much we know.
Do you really think so? I mean, I guess with the pack on hand, we might be able to see if there's something we can ask.
Well, I'm sure they've encountered a bunch of weird shit over the years.
Jack, you seem to know what was about to happen to us before we noticed the Looky-Loo staring at us. Do you have any other insight as to what or who she was?
I just got a wave of, I don't know, some sort of strong emotion. It was something between fear and, it wasn't comfortable, whatever it was, but it just kind of hit all at once. I don't have anything beyond that. I apologize.
It's okay. Do I know anything from the fairy that might, be able to do this, like take over people's minds or anything like that?
Make an occult roll, but like off the top of your head, like you can think of any number of things that are able to do something like that from all different.
Three successes.
You can think of at least one type of creature from every category of creature you can think of that has mind manipulation of some kind.
Okay.
The spring court comes to mind, the fairest, mind wizards, ghost possession.
I will say...
Did I feel anything from the Fae as I was having the Clash of Wills?
No, she like I said, from your kenning, she was human. So the fact that you clashed with, you met resistance of some kind was extra strange.
I will say that whatever it was, it sounded like or felt like what we saw earlier today. It had the same kind of, I guess, vibration pattern. Is that a fair way to put it? I don't know.
Okay.
I did ward.
Okay.
I got exceptional.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes up one level of potency, and so the potency is at 2 for advanced.
Okay.
So it has a -2 to any withstand roll that you make against it. Or you have a -2 to any withstand.
Okay.
So. Bless you.
All right. Things seem particularly quiet. Does anyone want to talk about anything?
How many squirrels on average do you think you kill? I'm sorry, pigeons on average do you think you kill a day?
Is that really what we want to ask about right now?
I'm not typically in danger 2 days in a row, so not many. No.
Okay. Fair enough. So the pigeons aren't scared of you or anything?
No. What pigeon is scared of anything?
Well, that's a fair point.
I don't think that's something we really need to be looking into at the moment. Yeah, he's being all mysterious and all, but you've got a book of blood in it. He can read minds. She's a wolf right now, and I'm supposed to be dead. So I don't know if we can be pointing things at him right now.
I don't know. I was just curious how many animals he kills a day. I wasn't saying that there's anything weird about it. I was just pointing the fact out.
Got the tone kind of wrong there then.
So, anyway, now that that's out of the way, what are... Okay. None of you have experienced these kinds of beings before, because they all seem to be of the same type. Is that correct? Nobody else here is...
That's accurate.
Okay.
Not that I know of. Have you?
They all have the same fingerprint, and I know that it's not unfamiliar, but I don't have a... I don't know. I don't have something to put to it.
We want to go looking to see what we can do, because the only thing I could think of is we've been having these weird dreams about the school and beneath the town, so we kind of someplace to at least go check out the school or to meet the town. That's all I got.
I mean, the only thing that I can remember from the past is Trigardus. Does this have the same fingerprint as you say as Trigardus?
No. No, they're definitely not the same. No, I don't think so.
Coulter, you do get a response to your email.
I'll pick up my phone and scroll through. What does it say?
It just says that the email address is no longer existent.
Dead emails tell no tales, but dead girls don't delete their emails.
Yeah, how would an email be deleted that fast?
It's been planning it ahead of time. So it wasn't us being there that triggered it. It was just that was the day that it was happening. And she worked there, so it was pretty easy to guess that she'd be there.
I don't know what else we're supposed to do. So none of us have any connection to whatever these are.
It's definitely not my breed.
It's nothing like anything I've come across on my side of the pond, but I don't know everything, so.
So
I shift back into a human.
I have a jacket ready for you already.
My clothes shift with me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nothing that I've heard of either. And do we know we are the targets of whatever is happening? It seems like maybe it's bigger than us now.
I mean, bigger than us, but it feels like it's, I don't know, if not following us, following the city.
Can I do, if we have a computer, a quick internet search to see if there's any other incidents other than the diner and the graveyard?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a computers plus wits roll.
Two successes. Two.
So you don't actually find anything, and strangely, both the bar and the funeral are also not being reported. The only one that seems to be on the news is the diner. And that's being called a catastrophic engine failure.
Engine failure, my ass.
Yeah, I'll share with everybody and say, I guess if it's not us, we wouldn't really know since someone is covering up apparently, but I'm hoping that this isn't going on outside of what we can handle.
Okay.
We don't even know what we can handle yet.
I'm going to just on my phone, on my own, Google that church to see if there's like an email address or anything.
Say again? I'm sorry.
I'm going to check on my phone to see if there's like an email address or anything for that church.
Yeah. I mean, that church has a website.
Okay.
So.
Then I will. I'm gonna email the church and say we will try and find Britannica for you. Is there anything you can do to help us in the meantime? It feels like our group is the center of these attacks, so it must have something to do with us.
Send?
Yeah.
Almost immediately, you get a response back going, "Oh, please, meet me at the church."
What do you all think?
But, I mean, like, immediately after church.
Like, not enough time
At least
to
this
have.
one didn't. At least this one didn't tell you to come alone.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so that church, you're talking about the church that we visited the other day.
I haven't said anything yet, but can I use clairvoyant sight?
On the church.
Yeah, because I was there earlier today.
You can definitely give it a shot.
Okay, I'm gonna sit down.
You were there earlier today. You saw that place warded like an MF-er.
Just maybe the parking lot then. I will. Yeah, I'll sit down. I just need a minute to collect myself. I'm sorry, and I'll close my eyes and see.
I'm not even going to make you roll for it. It all looks similar to how it looked before, save there's even more cars now.
Is anybody feeling particularly religious this evening?
How do you mean?
Why?
I will remind Ruby, your parents' property does have a locus on it. So if you wanted to go with the Hissel plan, you do know where there is a locus.
What's a locus?
Nice.
Locus is
It's a
a
portal.
physical nexus of power.
Okay.
Hank also deals with locuses.
I call them Hallows, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, she has a Hallow on her property?
Yes.
What? Ugh, new best friend. Fuck yes.
We weren't already best friends.
That's
Oh,
so
we were, but we're
sad.
even we're even more so best friends now.
Now that he knows he can
Okay.
get something out of your property.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's okay. Make me sound like the asshole. All right.
What is that plan? What will we do with the locus?
Oh, I have a way of going into a spiritual dimension called the Hissel through these loci, but I don't know if I should do that. I was just asking Rio to see if he thought that was something I would think to do, but I don't necessarily think it would be the first thing I'd think to do.
I mean, if you establish the group as a pack and then you call the hunt, you could hunt down a spirit of information and they would be able to join you.
Okay. I mean, we might consider doing something like that we're in an information gathering zone, but
Well, also a lot of your powers deal with the pack, so until you establish this as your pack, you can't use them on them, really.
do I have to do the pack ritual again, or is it just we're hand waving that?
You would have to do the pack ritual.
Okay. So that's a long road to information. Let's try your church meeting first.
Clay, can you stomach that?
Sure. We're gonna die, but sure.
Culture, you get a follow-up email saying, make sure Owen doesn't wait outside this time.
So they knew what?
Okay, so the reason I don't like this church, there's this group of supremely evil magic users who
Is
call
his name
themselves
character Hank?
yes.
Okay.
And they don't. This place reeked of them. Like the magic that they do, this place is suffused with it.
And we're trusting that they're not the ones that are perpetrating this on us.
It's a different
I don't
energy
know
than I
how-
felt before. It's not the same. I mean, it's not the same.
Well, regardless, what I'm telling you is this place is like Chernobyl for magic. This is like some of the most evil magic out there. Or at least the people who use this kind of magic are evil.
Well, they only requested Owen by name, so if anybody else wants to stay out, then I suppose that's an option.
Oh, I'm going.
Let's do this.
I'm going to use my common sense merit.
Okay.
I rolled a 1 success, and I want to ask, is this the right direction we should be heading?
Yes and no.
Okay.
What? Is that a 5-dot response? Come on. Yes and no? What the fuck good is that?
With your common sense, I believe the plan that I presented to Ruby would give you more information. The church didn't want to give you any information unless you had Britannica with you. As you don't have Britannica with you, you would probably get the same information.
Like no new information at all?
Well, I answered the question.
I think that's the answer.
When you say the same information, you mean we would get the same information that we've gotten earlier?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Not the same information that you would get from
Got
Ruby's
it.
plan.
That's what I wanted to clarify. Okay. So, do we want to take the longer path?
That was a freebie because culture does not have common sense. So
In the game,
I think we take our time and we go with what Ruby suggested.
Ruby would have to suggest it in character, however.
Okay. So let's say while we're doing this meeting, we go through all the events that have occurred so far, and we all share information that only one people got. So I'll say that I go through all the events and I share all the information that I have that not everybody else has. I don't remember what that all is, but I'm putting it all on the fucking table. So
Yes.
She's bringing to the table the fact that she used to have a sister that she didn't remember until she started having these memories, and that I think that's about it.
yeah, I don't think I had too much that no one else did.
Wasn't there something about how one of you guys went into Sapphire's room and there's some weird man? The whole room.
You guys all experienced that, actually.
Yeah.
Go check that out.
And that was her parents' rooms, not Sapphire's.
Oh, we're gonna go look for guns.
Yeah. None of you have really brought that up, though. So
I guess I'll add in everything that I know about what is going on and say, yes, it doesn't appear that the fairy are involved in any way.
well, I guess that's a good sign. I mean, it's strange that that's a very specific thing to be able to pick up, but that's a good sign.
We don't have anything really to add, right, John?
No, bud. I just been kind of hanging out and watching what's going on. There is some weird stuff in the backyard, but I was assumed that you were aware of that.
Where are we right now?
The cabin.
The cabin.
All right, I'll go lead the way.
Oh, okay, bud. Are we bringing everybody else, or are you staying for them?
Guys, there's something weird in the backyard, apparently.
Oh,
I shift
God.
Mage
into a
sight.
wolf.
Okay.
Mage sight.
Sip
Mage
some
sight.
water.
You're gonna sip some water?
Yeah.
Rinse out the squirrel.
So you go out into the backyard, and you only notice, Chad, that there is a spot in the ground that is covered in weird, sickly green mushrooms that are dripping with ectoplasm.
Is that the thing?
Yeah, a very strong death. For that much, for lack of a better term, ghost food to be growing right there on the ground. Who'd you bury?
I don't know.
I sniff
will it be
it.
disturbed if, will it go away if I dig underneath here?
Oh, I mean, not necessarily, no. I mean, if you got another target bag.
I'll just kind of like gently move the mushrooms and stuff and dig there softly.
So for the rest of you, you see Chad gently picking up nothing and moving it into a small pile.
Is this the
I help dig. I have wolf paws.
Right here gently though, please, just in case. Oh, there's slime on you now. Oh, all right, just go, just go.
Not even gonna ask.
I'll water bend some water out of my cup, do a little flourish with it, and then turn it into a shovel and help dig.
That's fancy.
Interesting.
You should have done that one first. I would say that if I were a human.
Bark, bark, woof.
should we add this to the list of things we're not allowed to ask about?
You can ask, I suppose, anything about this, just not where it comes from.
Kind of a little question I was going to ask anyway, but it doesn't matter.
As you dig down, eventually, Ruby, you scrape your claws against bone.
Oh. I continue digging.
Gentle with the bones, and I'll like start like patting and excavating them.
After about 2-3 hours, you find what seems to be about 9 to 10 children's skeletons under the age of 10.
Oh my
What?
God.
What?
Can anybody
This
tell
is a
how
place of
recent
great
they
evil.
are?
Oh my God.
Would I be able to guess how old they are? How much flesh is on the bone, basically?
I would say an intelligence plus medicine roll, or maybe
I have medicine.
archaeology, or
A what? No what?
well, I think Chad's got it.
No, you said medicine or intelligence or
Intelligence plus, I'd say either academics for archaeology or investigation. If somebody has criminal background.
I guess it doesn't matter if it's academics or medicine, so I'm gonna one success.
They're old, at least 10 years plus.
Can I try as well?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
I've got investigation and subterfuge. We're streetwise.
Investigation.
You said like criminal stuff, so like.
So that would just be int plus investigation then.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
I'll make sure to gently plant all of the mushrooms around this hole.
That's not really how the mushrooms work. They're kind of like just physical representations of death energy, so.
Chad doesn't know that. He's just being nice and gentle.
5 successes.
5 successes. These are definitely. I'm trying to think of the timeline here, but it would have been after the Trigardus event, but before Owen disappeared. That's the timeline you're looking at.
Okay.
And
how many sets of bones are there?
You're not 100% sure. You only found 9 skulls, but Hank, with his exceptional success, there's at least 10 bodies. Now, that being said, you also know that Chad has been using this particular clearing since before that time. His
I
out
lived up here back then.
when he was a kid.
Does anyone want to Google something real quick about 10 years back? Or that time period in between the missing people?
I mean, you said it was 8 or 9
Google it.
bodies?
9 to 10.
I'm going to go through my phone real quick and be like, this time period, missing kids.
With that exceptional success, you can get it close enough to like a time period. Go ahead and make a wits plus computer roll, Chad.
Slightly better. Nope. Even the dice I didn't roll that got bumped into was not a success either. I got nothing.
Well, this is what Chad's bringing to the table.
I built the cabin, and if this was me, I'd at least give him a grave. Of which I'm going to make a bunch of find a bunch of good-sized rocks and kind of mark each one of the poor kids, give them a little something.
Oh yeah, making individual child graves. That's super smart. Does anyone with common sense want to stop Chad from doing that?
Oh no, I'm not like giving them each individual grave. I'm giving them each like a decent stone, leaving a little marking of like R.I.P. and like that hole they were in.
That would be like an individual child grave. That's what you're describing. You're gonna help somebody
mark
find
this
these.
at all. We can't mark this at all. Like,
I mean, I guess if we never want to come back here, we can let Chad mark them, since his fingerprints are going to show up as dead anyways. But it might come out in the paper that you killed and buried 9 to 10 children.
I'm dead, so I don't give a shit.
right, but we'd like to maybe keep using this place if we can.
Hey.
Just out of character, did they go in the ground at the same time, do we think?
Seemingly, yeah.
Okay.
Do we think that we should move them somewhere then if we want to use this place?
I mean, where do you get rid of bones?
You can burn him.
They wouldn't burn them completely, and they make them smaller and easier to bury deeper.
If you get it hot enough, they'll burn, but that's a really hot fire.
Just put them back in the hole if we want to give each one a respectful burial, which I would preferably like to do, but...
Right, but we can't do that.
So John kind of taps you on the shoulder, Chad, and goes, "Oh, as far as I can tell, bud, they don't have any lingering spirits. So, I mean, they're just bones."
Yeah. I guess I'll just cover it up with the mushrooms.
Well, but only we can see those.
Yeah. Nice little mushroom farm now, I guess.
You could use your imaginary mushrooms to mark each of the graves.
I like how he thinks.
Trying not to sound condescending in saying that.
So make
it works.
all of the mushrooms are laid out just right so that there's 10 little mushrooms, and then I'll send them like the biggest of the mushrooms surround like the edge of where we rebury them, and all the little mushrooms behind them. They look pretty.
I help you cover the bones back up and then run into the woods, and you hear me howling in the distance in what sounds very sad. A very sad wolf now.
Ruby, you immediately hear an answering howl.
Oh, great. What is it? Do I recognize this, the voice?
You do. It's of your Uncle Boneclaw and his pack.
Oh, good old Bone Claw. Maybe I'll go check in with them. If they're not that far, or are they just saying hi?
Well, you are also a rogue werewolf in their territory.
I am? These rules are very confusing. So is it like a get the fuck out kind of like response?
No, it's kind of a like, hey, what are you doing here?
Why is she rogue?
Because she had a pack back. Well, I guess you've never really had a pack. Have you?
I mean, except for these chuckleheads, but I don't know that I would have like gone into the pack, but I'm still a friend of the pack because of my mom's, right? Like,
Yes.
and he's my uncle, and we're not friendly. Like,
I mean, that's not really how werewolves work. I mean, like, he's gonna
politics.
attack you on sight, but like, you should probably check in with him.
Okay, so I should go check in with him?
Well,
Because
yeah.
that's what I said, and you made me feel
Well, I
bad.
was just trying to explain that it won't necessarily be a friendly encounter.
Well, what? Okay, so what would be better etiquette? Would it be like a howl, like "Oh, sorry, I'm leaving," or would it be like a howl, "I'm coming to say hi"?
At this point, you're looking at a conflict of territory. So if you want to keep operating in Monticello, you need to reestablish this as your territory, which means you need a pack.
So then could they not
Tell her
operate?
he's telling
if
you
that was
to
the
do the
case?
pack
I
ritual.
still don't know if I should go say hi to him now or not. And
If you go say hi to him, chances are he's going to either force you to join his pack or force you out of Monticello.
okay, so I'm not gonna go say hi to him right now.
You're not a character. If we're forced out of Monticello, this ain't our problem anymore.
But he also now knows that you're here.
Shit. All right, I'm gonna go talk to him. Fuck this.
The storyteller is telling you to do your pack ritual, I think.
Is it prudent if she brings anybody with her? Or would that kind of worsen the situation?
Yeah.
It would worsen the situation unless they were pack members.
Okay.
Do the pack thing.
Wait, but if we were all a pack, would she then have to fight him to like have this territory?
Yeah.
Could we
I
help
don't
her
really.
fight, though?
Okay, this is my plan. I'm gonna go to him. I'm gonna say I'm planning to develop a new pack. I don't know if this is the territory we want, and also there's some crap going on in your territory, and try to go like I'm telling you what's going on, and hopefully he won't kill me. I don't know.
Well,
Anyone you're going up?
has Ruby given any of this information to the rest of the group?
Nope.
So she's just
Well, because I ran off because I was sad because we found a bunch of fucking children's skeletons. And then I didn't think about the fact that I now have to explain my presence. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, are you going to tell the rest of the group?
I guess. I'll come back and tell them I'm going to go talk to him. Okay, so I come back. I tell you all I'm going to go talk to this uncle who apparently hates me. And that we're gonna do a pack ritual. But the thing is, like, the pack ritual itself, like, I don't want to do that like haphazardly. I really wanted to think that through and do like a cool ritual. So I don't want to rush that. Is all I'm saying.
Okay, well, let's do it right then.
She doesn't want no Vegas ritual, okay?
Sure.
Yeah, well, if you
Okay.
tell us you're going to go run off to your uncle, I would probably be like, are you sure he's not going to hurt you?
Yeah, Ruby, would you like us to come with you?
I don't think he would hurt me. I think if I promised to leave, if it came to we couldn't come together, he would just ask me to leave. And I can leave. I don't have a problem with that, or we can leave altogether, but
we can't leave Monticello.
why not? I don't know.
You just want to leave all this shit that's happening, like, unfinished?
Well, that's not what I want, but I don't know how many options we really have in this.
I mean, I won't leave until we figure this out.
If that's what we have to do, if all of us together have to leave, then maybe that is the best way to sort this out if we don't get more information soon.
If information draws us elsewhere, then sure. But I'm not going to leave just because someone doesn't want me here.
Well, I don't have to drag you into it. I can go as a solo person. They don't know that you guys are here too. I can just
I'm
let
not letting
them.
you go on your own, but I have my own ways to not be detected, hopefully. Come on, John, let's go. We're going on an adventure. Do your weird wibbly wobbly stuff.
I'll do whatever you
I
ask.
mean, I don't think you can stealth around wolves. I don't think that's a good idea.
Ruby, if you're not fearing for your safety, then perhaps you should go alone. But if you think there's any chance he might attack, it'd be better if we come with you.
I think that it would be better if I went on my own, and I think that he would give me the respect of leaving before he killed me. So, and I won't drag you guys into it specifically. Maybe I'll just tell him that I don't know.
I understand. I respect.
I'll figure it out.
This is your world. Whatever you think is going to work best, we trust.
Thanks. All right, so I guess I'm gonna go talk to him.
So you head out into the woods to where you know the pack meets, which is pretty close to your parents' property. Are you arriving in wolf form, or
What would
well, I'm just asking
etiquette
because
call for?
you have the first tongue, so you can communicate with other werewolves in wolf form. So it's up to you.
What can I tell what form they're in?
You did hear a wolf howl, so either Erhan or the direwolf.
Okay, so I would probably be in just regular wolf form.
All right. So as Ruby takes off, does anyone else do anything? After?
I am going to try clairvoyant sight again, but I want to look at our house to see if it's like on fire.
Make it so that none of these guys near me see me. If I kind of stand off to the side and see if I can get him to do that.
I look for another animal.
I guess now we're out in the woods and not next to neighborhood watch at least.
Hey, Mark, you do know that in the stuff you specifically brought food-wise, there's the tin of anchovies.
Perfect. I will put a few of those in my pocket. In like a Ziploc bag.
So the piece that's important is that you decapitate something with your teeth. I see.
It's really the eyes. I need to consume the eyes.
Oh, okay. You consumed it too. I thought you just bit it off, but you consumed it. Okay, great.
Yeah, Owen's weird.
A little bit.
John kind of looks at you, Chad, and goes, well, Bud, that's not going to work to solve all your problems. You need to learn to solve your own problems.
Oh, plan on like trying to like maybe go to a different room, like go to the bathroom. Well, the plan is just I don't want anything to happen to her. So if these guys can't see me, then I'd be able to follow behind her, hopefully. And I'm not the most quiet guy in the woods. I'm good at tracking things, but I'm not hiding from things.
Well, that takes a lot out of me, and, I only have the one anchor currently in your pocket, so,
True.
I mean...
You know what?
And your buddy there
really quick.
Please.
I have an idea, but I'm not sure how to do it properly yet.
Okay. Well, I'm sure she's fine. Ruby, so you pull into a clearing, and there's a bonfire and about 5 to 6 werewolves in various forms. No one's in the war form, obviously, but they're all the ones in human forms. They seem to be naked and covered in hunt makeup.
I approach as respectfully as possible and I guess look for Bone Claw.
He's standing in the center of them in his Dalu form. So he's like half wolfed out.
Should I match him or should I just stay in the form I'm in?
He kind of looks down on you and goes, Ruby, why did you not announce your presence when you came here? He says in the first tongue.
I humble myself. I am so sorry that I failed to follow the protocols. I came into town because of a death, a friend's death, and I haven't been myself.
Windy and Miriam will be punished.
Is there any way I can take that punishment?
You are a friend of the pack, but also of the blood. You know that you cannot enter this territory without speaking with us. They betrayed the pack by not alerting us to your presence.
They were only trying to make sure that I was taken care of. I think their minds were elsewhere too. I'm so sorry.
Their not informing us have brought danger to the territory. If you are not to deal with it, then we will have to.
That is another reason I wanted to speak with you. There does seem to be something happening in this area that I didn't anticipate when I came back.
And we will cull the humans.
Do you know what's going on? Are they being controlled?
I do not know, but violence within the territory means we must act.
Is there anything that I can do to help?
You are not of the pack.
I understand. I just want to help if you have any need for that. I have a few friends that I trust, and we've been talking about what's happening.
You will leave before high moon.
Okay, I appreciate you speaking with me.
If you wish to contest this territory, I would be open to less than conventional means.
What do you mean?
Usually, our pack would fight with your pack, which is yourself, until one reigns supreme. I am open to, without saying it, negotiations, as we have been holding this territory for your family, waiting for you to return and take what is rightfully yours.
I am very humbled that you would consider this break in procedure. What did you have in mind? Negotiations that we would schedule?
You must prove to me that you are able to handle this situation in Monticello. By yourself, you are not strong enough. You will not be able to call the population.
Well, as I do have a few friends that I trust that I would be willing to I think they would be willing to help me in this matter, and we would be more than willing to try and clear up this problem.
There is no time for that. The hunt will ride out at high moon.
Okay. Should we join you? Or you're saying we need to fix this before high noon?
High moon.
High moon.
What I am saying is we are going to thin the population of Monticello unless you can present a different solution.
Oh, well, I definitely want to try and come up with a different solution. So if with your permission, can I work with my pack until high moon and see if we can resolve this?
You have come with other werewolves.
No, I just have childhood friends that are from this area.
Humans caused this problem. They shall not be involved.
They are not all just human. They have special abilities and affiliations.
A hunt, then.
That I think we can arrange that.
We shall hunt the same target. Whichever one comes back with the head of the prey will be victor, and we will allow that one, let's say, till next moon to solve it.
Okay, that sounds like an amazing opportunity. Thank you so much.
Do you wish to know who we hunt?
Yes. Do you have that information?
We are hunting for the head of Elias Blackthorn.
Oh, man. Pretend I have a poker face on right now. Oh, my God. Why
Damn
do
it!
Composure plus empathy.
Oh no!
Composure plus... What'd you say?
Subterfuge?
Oh, shit. Okay. I'm going to pop a willpower on this, too.
Not my daddy, you bitch.
1.
1. So you remain your poker face.
Oh, God. Why do you seek his head? He's an innocent human.
He is not. He is a very powerful force in our territory, the only one capable of causing the problems that have been going on.
What kind of force?
This may be above you, pup. You have not lived long enough in the world.
But this is something he's
lived within our territory for many years, and now it seems he is moving against us.
What evidence have you collected that supports this?
2 of our pack members were killed in the funeral.
By Elias?
Elias was present. Elias left relatively unharmed.
These 2 pack members were killed, but not by the women with the guns? Or are you saying Elias is behind the women with the guns?
The bullets used had the moon's rage on them.
Out of character, the moon's rage is silver. Okay, and then, but surely other people could have utilized that type of ammunition.
Who else in Monticello would even know of the moon's rage?
Well, that's a good point, but I don't know that that means he's guilty just because he might know how our vulnerability.
I have proposed the hunt. Either you bring the head of Elias Blackthorn or you circumvent the territory. We will begin our hunt at high moon.
I understand. Thank you for your time. Is there as I start to leave, but is there anybody else I recognize anybody else I might have some sort of relationship with?
I mean, you know this pack. They've been around since you were a kid. So, I mean, you know all of them, to some degree. Bone Claw's the only one who's ever really come and interacted with you and your parents, though.
Okay. Pack. All right, I leave. That was bad news.
When he says high moon, does that mean, is that like a phase of the moon that you're specific, or like tonight when the moon is high?
It means when the moon touches where the noonday sun would be.
Tonight.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna return to my buds.
How'd that go?
It went. I'm alive, so that part is good.
Clearly.
And he was willing to compete for this territory with me in taking down the being that's causing havoc here. However, they think that the being causing havoc is your father. So... They want to kill your father, basically. And I don't know why exactly, but we need to go talk to him.
He didn't do this.
I don't think he did either, but they seem to think he did it just because the ammunition had silver in it.
Jack, do you have a mirror?
You know what? I need to talk to my moms, too. I need to call one of them at some point.
We should go to the hospital
Chad,
immediately.
do you have a mirror somewhere?
I'm sorry, everyone's talking at once. What?
I was asking Chad if he has a mirror somewhere.
In the bathroom.
I go to the bathroom then.
Okay, well, after you make your phone call and check your appearance, we should go to the hospital immediately.
Also, what is your dad?
He's human.
Yeah, would Elias have the capability of doing anything like this?
I'm not checking my appearance, dumbass. I'm looking for Dad.
We know where he is.
Yeah, but I want to make sure he's okay right now before we go wander into something.
They indicated that he was some sort of supernatural being who's been in their territory for a while. But you guys don't know anything about that.
Do you call your moms, Helena?
Yes.
It answers on like the second ring, and Miriam goes, "I'm sorry, sweetie, but I can't talk to you right now."
Is there someone there?
No, but we can't risk any further damage to our relationship with Bone Claw's pack.
All right. I'm sorry
Oh,
I've dragged you
shit.
into something. I love you. I love you both. Bye. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm also sorry I got you in trouble.
We would do anything for you, Ruby. You know that.
I feel the same, and I'm going to figure this out, Mom, so I love you.
I succeeded on my scrying.
You see him moving around his hotel room kind of like hurriedly, as if he's collecting things. He no longer seems to be injured in any way.
Hospital room or hotel room?
Hospital room.
And we know where he is, right?
Yeah, there's only the one hospital. So.
Okay. Dad looks like he's in a hurry for something.
Then suddenly his neck snaps up and your connection severs.
Something's not right.
Jack, do you have any idea what he is? What is he?
He would never do this. He would never harm those people. He was, if anything, he was just protecting us. He would.
Okay, but that doesn't answer the question. Do you know if Dad is something besides human?
What do you know?
He's not, strictly speaking, human. No.
So is he really behind this then?
No.
Sit the fuck down and tell us what you know.
So we wanted him to tell us this in the far right over.
No, I want to know now before we get to whatever we're doing.
I woke up. Oh gosh, I woke up a little early from the last vision. And he was in the process of taking the last of those creatures to the ground in a not quite human form. It was clear that he'd disposed of the rest of them. I don't think he hurt anybody but them, and it was clear that he was more powerful than, the four of them combined. He had to have taken them down single-handedly. I'm sure that some of the pack may perhaps helped. I don't know, but no human could do that. He only had the one injury when I awoke.
Or something else. kind of honestly makes sense because we got a wizard site who can die.
Something.
Here we go and make sure he's okay. Doesn't matter if he's something else. We still need to make sure he's okay. He's still fucking bad.
What's sense motive in World of Darkness?
It would be, let's say, manipulation plus subterfuge versus. It's a composed.
You broke up there.
It's a composed manipulation plus subterfuge.
Everyone's.
Mark, I think you need to mute yours. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So whoever's trying to determine the lie would be manipulation plus subterfuge. Whoever's lying would do presence plus subterfuge. Or manipulation if they so chose. But that would indicate that somebody was hiding something, Hank.
And I don't fucking believe my brother right now, so I'm trying to see if he's lying or not.
Why didn't you tell us this?
I didn't know how to process it. I mean, it's my father. It didn't seem, I don't know, important in the moment. He was protecting us. He's clearly not behind this. I don't know. I guess I just panicked.
I pat your shoulder.
I failed. So I'm going to do dramatic failure and take a beat.
Okay, there you go, buddy.
Jack is now offended that you didn't believe him.
I don't give a shit.
Clay is 100% on Jack's side about this issue.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Either way, we have to go to the hospital before he leaves. At least to warn him, if nothing else.
Yeah, sure.
Already climbing in the SUV.
Yep. Let's do it.
Let's not forget that Hunter is in the same hospital room as your father as well. So if werewolves were to come in and start killing people.
Yeah, but I also don't want Hunter to get hurt too.
More reason to go quicker.
Wait, would I have seen Hunter there?
Yeah. He was still unconscious.
He was okay. Cool.
Okay, shall we take our leave?
Do we have anything of Elias's with us as we were taking stuff out the door?
I have
lots of Elias stuff.
I took the family photo.
Do we have anything else, like a hairbrush or something?
I have blood of his. I have lots of stuff of his.
Do you have blood?
Take your pick. What do you want?
Do you have hair?
Yep.
Okay. May I have some?
Of course. I reach into my bag, pull out a leather case with some envelopes in it, sort through them, and pull a piece of hair out and give it to you.
Do you have envelopes of all of us in there?
Don't ask questions. Just take what you ask for.
And also don't mind me as I lean over and snip some of your hair, Owen.
He's like, I might as well refresh all my supplies, so let me just take some from all of you.
That was better. They're a little newer, you know.
Give away my secrets, guys.
You volunteered that information.
Alter is I mean, he had the information. He could have shared it. That's all I'm saying.
What?
Well, about how he woke up early.
Oh. Well.
What is Mark doing with the hair?
I'll wait to see if we catch him at the hospital.
Okay. So we'll head to the hospital then.
All right. So as you guys leave the cabin, Helena, your eyes are drawn to the sky and the moon touching the top of the sky.
It's already high moon?
You had to run back to the cabin.
Oh, well, we're screwed.
And at that moment, you hear howls in the distance.
Let's go!